season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Carr. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Carr going to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a time. Timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Second and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that makes...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go play action with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Wilson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action. Now Carr. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, here's Gibson again. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 18-yard line. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Wilson on the move to it, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes this Washington 14, Jets
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Carr. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. It's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 12. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. Touchdown! Corey Davis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a play fake. Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, Oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Washington 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Washington 14. To kick off for the Jets.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw his Carr. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! I don't think there's anyone who could possibly... doubt how fast he could run in the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. The extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 29, Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hands it off out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Long out ahead of you, baby. I see you over there. You scared?
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 27, Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
At the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Carr. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey, 734, express. OP.
Let's get off the field, D. Check.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings us 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now they try the right side here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second and 4. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. 76 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 10, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35.
Pick six,
and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Gibson again. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Washington first down.
Carr now on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. Now this time, Carl throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Express.
Penetration here. Just getting some penetration.
9.
Mike, 57.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So that one will be accepted.
Get ready.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They go play action with Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Jamin Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one is right down the middle. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
You can't block me. You can't. White. 6-18.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
55. Check 55. Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Exit. No such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 55's Mike, guys. Ready to go.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Play action. It's Wilson fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jamin Davis showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Washington, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.